Hi everyone, this is Susie Kwan with my What I Have Learned series for Transfer Fever 2. Um, Last time we exited, I said I was going to do some editing, and I did. And I found a few things that I didn't finish, so we're going to go back in there to the editor. And we don't worry about anything here. All what we're worried about is loading our map. So we load it, make sure we got no costs on so we can do some editing. So that's what we're going to do. Because I believe there's a few roads I've missed. Okay, so let's see. Let's clean the grief that yeah. Okay, so where I plan to have the terminals and depots and stuff is right in this block. So what we do is we go in there and we get this tool for track tool and make sure it says catenary so we electrify all this. Okay, notice this too. Here, this is electrified because it's in blue, but this here isn't, so we need to do those two. Should go over and check because I added this line. Yeah, see, this isn't either. Probably the best place to do this is this block here instead of the other one. And because we're not going to use that, what you can do is you can reverse this tool by just going no catenary. And then those roads become no catenary. So, I was wondering about this one. If I should just put one through there like that. Oh, that goes up quite a bit right there, doesn't it? Yeah. Take this route instead. Oh, duh. Well, I guess that works either way. If it's already lit up, it'll take it out. See, this has got catenary. If I click it, it takes it out. Okay, so either way works. Okay, so we got that block circled, so we know that that's it. And we got one more here. Okay, so why is it showing that it isn't catenary? There it is. Must have been the camera angle. Okay, so we got that. And I'm sure I'm going to have a few more mistakes, but let's go around and check them out. Make sure they're at least connected in some way. Excuse me. Okay. And around all that. Well, straighten that out right now. Okay, so we're back to where we were. Now let's just save our map. Make sure we're in the right direction here. Turn off everything. Let's save this other map. Okay, so once we got that done, we'll go back to the main menu. And then we're going into a free game. And as long as we load our map, we don't have to worry about any of the details, just like before. But here, now that we have our map selected, we have to go in and turn on the monetary system by turning off no cost. So now we have the content. So we apply that and start our game. Okay, Cleveland's right there. Okay. Now, the thing I noticed was that in most situations, being that this may be the low end and this is the high end, if you go in, you can see it goes up. Most situations, the middle of the block is the best place to put your station, and the other buildings off to the outside. So let's do that first. Now when you do this, you turn your buildings using the N and M keys, Nancy Berry. And then to fine tune those, you just use your shift key. Okay, so bus garage is right here. Put the tram depot right next to it. Now we got 3 connections here. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to have 3 trams and 1 bus stop. So we need to 3. And I think I'm going to do it the other way. 3. Okay, now we need electric. So we got to go over here. Now we're using those big long tram cars, so we need, and we also need it because we need to hold passengers. And I'll show you that here in a second. Okay, so we got that. Now, something you have to remember. If you bring something in this way, let's say it goes to this particular tram stop or station stop, it's going to come in and loop around and go this way because everything that goes to this platform comes in this way. So it comes in and goes like this. So same thing over here, it's the opposite. Anything that comes to this platform, this one or this one, comes in here and goes around. So they all go this way, right to left. Okay, now we're gonna change the station name first. Make it terminal. And then we're going to configure it. And we're going to have an entrance exit here, but I think we're going to put one here and here. There. Just in case, so we don't get any screw-ups when it comes to making a route. Now we're going to go to Akron as our second part. That one goes on this block here because I got it outlined. Now this will be the same situation. The only problem is we might get into a situation here. So let's just put, okay, this has got 1, 2, 3 also, so put this one. Try and think which way I want to face it. Okay, we'll put this one over here. All right, let's first put a bus stop in there, a bus depot in here. That will give us the route we need to gauge where we're going to put this other building. I think that's going to work. Let's configure it. Oops, we'll change the name. Figure, put one here. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to do. But that's all right. It's going to cause some confusion there, but we'll see. Probably won't even use them. Then, now because we got other 2 routes there, we can put in a tram depot too. Because we're going to need to be able to put trams on the line from the other routes that we have, not just the Cleveland one. I mean, we could just do it all from Cleveland, but it takes a lot of time, so. And we got a $10 million loan, so that is tram. So there we go, we got that one established. Now you need to establish bus stops. So the bus stop's going to be the single one. It goes this way, so we'll have him come out. Go to this one first. This one, that's 3. 4. 6. 7. 8. So that's 8 stops. Yeah, we should be able to make that now. To do this, we'll do the Cleveland one in a bit. I make my bus stops dark blue. This is Akron bus. Now I did it in another test run. and I put bus Akron so that buses and trams were all at the beginning of the name so I could see where the buses and trams were. But it didn't really matter. So the other thing is on the buses, they actually put the name Akron Bus on the side of the bus. So if you have Bus Akron, that's what they put on it, is Bus Akron. It's, it sounds much different and so on. So, let's see here. Starting point is here. And it's using one terminal. Oh, wait. Okay, so, well, that's wrong term. So we'll change it, we'll put it on one. Okay, that's why we're doing it. So, this is where you use waypoints. So you get in here, you get a waypoint tool. You put it here, and one here. Now, go back to our route. And this one is going to go in before the terminal, so it's the last stop. It's this one here at Locust Street. Let's make sure we have Locust Street in the last stop. And we put in add station. There, now it's going in that way. Now, after you get past the Akron terminal, you highlight it and add the station. Now you got it right. It's going through right. This may cause a problem, but we're not going to worry about it right now. It's only 7 buses or whatever it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. That's my maximum that I use anyhow, 7. Even if there's like 9 or 10, I still use 7. So, okay, we got that one. Let's go to the Cleveland area. Turn this around so it makes some sense. So, alright, it's the same situation. It's going to come in this way and out this way. So, here. One here. Here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, make another one right about there. Don't know why. Don't have to. No, it'll come around. We'll make the necessary changes. Okay, so that was 9. Now let's do another route. Make it blue. Tell it Cleveland. Bus. And then add stations. Okay, so this one is coming in there. So we need waypoint. The other one's correct. I only need the one waypoint. Waypoint. Okay, so that's before it gets to Cleveland. So we go back to the route, bus terminal. And before it gets to Cleveland, so we want the last one on the route again, add a station. Poof. Got it. Why is it coming in there? Jeez, let's make it hard. Okay, I don't want it like that. So, since I don't want it like that, I remove this. Demolish it. Put a new one up here. Now, yeah, that looks better. Okay. So that's the Cleveland bus. Now we need to make a new line using the blue or cyan or whatever you want to call it. We'll call it Cleveland Akron train. Then you add stations. This one. So let's look at that. This is going this way, so that is correct. Oh no, because it's using station. So this one's going to use a waypoint across the street from this one. Now, so that's after the Cleveland terminal we had this. There we go. Set. Leave that up because we got to go to the other end and check it. And you can use those as a loop like that, but it's kind of corny to me. And this one, terminal 2, that's that. So we need another waypoint. And we'll put it here. Back. And that's after the Cleveland terminal, so we add a station, our waypoint, and that cures that problem. It's a traffic control thing is what it is. Okay, so we got those set up. Now we need to add. Now, you can either save it as we have it right now, which maybe I'll do. And save it as. I got one here I don't need. I can't take it out of there. This is the one we want to. We'll save it. Yeah, I'm going to save it as an A. Series A. Give me some away from what we already have. So that's the beginning. Now, we don't have nothing running there or anything. So, first thing we do is street road terminal. And then add some passenger vehicles. I use these because they're faster. And being that we have more than 7 stops, we'll just use 7 and go with it. Cleveland bus. Same thing down here. Okay, now we can either add trams from here or add trams from Cleveland. And being that it starts with Cleveland, I'll just route has starts with Cleveland. I'll just add them there. So these are big. See how big and long they are? That's why I have to do that. But they can't handle 20 passengers. This only handles 7. And it gets pretty hectic. So put 3 on there for now. And that's where we're at. So now we can start up the line and see how things go. First of all, I want to run this down. I gotta have some operating budget, so I'll stop right there. But what that does is it reduces the interest. Now I've seen a lot of guys, they'll just pay this down all the way and just run it with no bank money at all. I suppose I could do that. Well, we're not going to make a whole lot of money at first, but I'd rather be above board than below it. Okay, so that gives us 356. That should do it. We still have 4 million on the loan. Okay, I'll start this out slow. Now, the units will either go to the opposite end of the line or another portion of the line, or they'll go to the terminal. Looks like trams are going to go to the terminal. But notice the buses are going in different directions. Okay, let's speed this up there. Now you can follow a tram or vehicle or person or whatever by just clicking that little teardrop. And then you can go into the cab of the unit with the camera. It doesn't work on people, but the vehicles it does. And you can do that with the cars too. Because the destination's doing 31. Okay, let's get out of that and go back to our tram, wherever it ended up at. I know it's gonna look jittery, but when I do it here, it's nice and smooth. It's the video that does that. I have no idea why. I tried turning down the resolution and turning off some of the textures and different things. It still jitters, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And we'll speed this up a little bit longer, or a bit faster. I like the cars and stuff in this. Old Martin there. There's another one. Well, it looks like a cord coop there. These black and brown ones. They look like, and those beige and brown ones, those look like cords. Okay, so we got people waiting already. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna pick all those up. Now that's in fast mode. The normal mode is this, which is really slow. You talk about time burner, that's one. And I usually run it on second notch. But for this video, I'm running on 3. Let's see how our line's doing. Okay. The only reason why it shows that this is in deficit is because we just picked the passengers up that were first on the line. After we dump those off, we're going to be making some money. Now, I told you didn't have to put these highways and stuff in with the editor. I just did it for easy construction. You actually can have those built after you get your line set up by using the normal roads that are showing after you build the map. You don't have to put those highways in. You can leave it as is and then use the money that you have from the profits on the line to, or on the lines I should say, to construct new highways. See, so there's all kinds of little things you can do with this game. I just wanted to show that you could have an all-passenger routes with buses and trams and not use trains and industry or airplanes and boats. You could just have trams. I keep bumping my mic. Trams and buses, and you could still make quite a bit of money. I've heard people argue that point, but they're wrong when they say you can't. I had one, actually it was my very first attempt at this. I made $68 million by year 9. So, it ain't like it can't be done. I was just kind of showing how it can be done. So, what we'll do is the next video we'll go from, let's see, we'll should go from another, maybe we'll go Akron or Cleveland to Worcester, or maybe Akron to Louisville, or as they say, Louisville in Ohio. The other big city was Youngstown, but it's like isolated over here. That was the kind of idea to get it a medium town isolated against the, so what you'd have is, we could do that too. We could just do Akron to Louisville to Youngstown, and it's a transfer thing. People have to go to Louisville to get to Youngstown, so they have to use a transfer in Louisville. So we'll work on that the next time. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope you liked the video. And hit the like button if you did like it. If you didn't like it, hit the other one. Um, if you have some kind of comment, I'd appreciate that. Try not to be too negative with it, because I'll just edit it out if it's too derogatory or anything. And then there's the notification bell for the next time I run you'll be notified when I release my next episode. So again, I appreciate you watching. Hope you come back for more, and I hope you watch the whole length of the episodes, because there's stuff you can learn from it, but you can't learn it if you don't watch the whole video. So you guys take care, and toodles.